I brought a new philosophy about educating, which was that you've got to make education relevant to the child. To make it relevant to the child, you really have to understand that student really, really well. What they can do, what they can't do, what motivates them. And that's kind of what led to these terms, rigor, relevance, and relationships, because I built it in the opposite direction. I built it from relationships, begin the process to figure out what's relevant, and rigor will take care of itself.
The relationship component is so critical because I actually get excited about it because our teachers realize that relationships do make those things possible in the classroom. Everything from understanding that child and where they're coming from to that teacher becoming more transparent and the student understanding that teacher better. That creates really those opportunities for challenges, for the rigor, for students to do more, those expectations to be met, teachers are able to really scaffold and get students to where they need to go when they build relationships. And what's really important about the framework is that it gives the teacher the concept to know if you're trying to create this, your instruction has to have this in place.
We at the International Center, much of our work is built around this Rigor and Relevance Framework. And if anybody doesn't know it, it's you put rigor up the left-hand side and relevance across the bottom. The Rigor and Relevance Framework is a description of what are the skills you need to be independent in this changing world, and they're Quad D. They are high-level academics, but with the ability to apply them. Apply them in areas wherever you can't Google the answer.
Instead of, okay, we just hit standard 1, we just hit standard 2, standard 3, that we're having this engaging activity and it's like, oh, I just touched on 6, I just touched on 3, and so on. And what I always try to tell teachers is that many times that'll save time. That when we put things together like that in a really engaging lesson or activity, that many times that activity previously may have taken several days and we were able to complete it in 2. I think it's so important to have the relevance piece because it's all about making learning stick.
I'm convinced that we can make all kids successful, but we can't make all kids successful at the exact same standard in the exact same amount of time.